Court calls case of YPF 16 LLC versus Kiera Fleming.
This courtroom case looked routine at first glance. A landlord-tenant dispute, rental assistance, unpaid balances, paperwork issues. But don't be fooled. What unfolds here is a high-tension legal clash between a struggling tenant, a housing program, and a court system that runs on deadlines, documents, and discipline. You're about to see emotions collide with procedure, patience collide with pressure, and a judge who will not tolerate disruption, no matter the circumstances. This case isn't just about money. It's about accountability, courtroom authority, and what happens when frustration crosses the line. Watch closely, because one attitude shift changes the entire direction of this hearing.
I can bring everything. I mean, an SDR.
I don't have it. So.
Well, I sent it in.
You know, I'll leave it up to the court what the court wants to do. I don't think her balance is $4,298.39. She's been on rapid rehousing with SOS paying their portion. She's never made a payment to my client. And I reached out, and from what she has said, so I reached out to SOS to see if they were going to be able to help her with the balance. What she indicated to me.
Can I talk? They're not going to be able to help. They're not going to be able to help with balance.
Ma'am. Let him finish, and I will then hear.
I don't like.
You want to know what? You don't try to overtalk me, because that will never happen.
That's fine.
Am I understood?
Yes.
This moment right here is more than just courtroom drama. It's about courtroom authority and procedural control. Judges are legally required to maintain order, and when a party interrupts, challenges the court, or shows open defiance, it can directly damage their credibility in their case. Notice what just happened. The legal discussion stopped, and the focus shifted entirely to behavior. That's critical, because once decorum is broken, everything changes: perceptions, patience, and sometimes outcomes. The judge isn't reacting emotionally here. He's asserting control of the courtroom, which is foundational to legal proceedings. Now ask yourself, did her frustration come from desperation, or was it self-sabotage? Because in court, how you speak can matter just as much as what you say.
You know, I was in a good mood, and then it's just going to take one person. It just takes one person and just messed up my whole attitude. You know? Nakia Turner. Is David still here? Hang on, Miss Lacy. Let me break in here. YPF 16 LLC versus Kiera Fleming. Parties have returned. Mr. Ventura, you were in the middle of your statement, sir.
Yes, her current balance is $4,123.39. Court costs of $175 for a total of $4298.39. She's been in rapid rehousing where SOS has been paying her portion and she's supposed to pay the rest. She has never made a payment. I reached out to SOS. They tried to reach out to her, and it's my understanding that the rapid rehousing ends at the end of July. So in August, she's going to be responsible for the whole thing herself. She hasn't filed a rental assistance form. I don't think there's a tribal issue of fact. We would ask the court for a judgment.
All right, ma'am, what did you wish to say?
Anyways, like I was saying, SOS was paying my rent for 3 months without me having to pay anything. Like I told Ms. Terry through SOS that I ended up losing my job, and I wasn't able to pay nothing at the moment. And I'm just now getting a job, and I wasn't able to pay nothing until today. But yeah, and I sent in my SER through the mail. I didn't know I had to come and actually bring it here. I don't have a car, so anytime I go anywhere, I have to get on a bus with my children. So I don't know if you're able to, if they bring the mail to y'all, but I definitely sent the SER to this courtroom with the judge with your name on it, Judge Simpson. But SOS doesn't stop. She said that I already filled the paperwork out yesterday when she came, they pay August, but after August, I won't be getting no more help from SOS. But I reached out to Hawk, they're able to help, and I did do an SDR with my caseworker, and I have an appointment with my caseworker on Monday for help, so I can get help with my rent. And I'm able to pay altogether $900 today, but that's all I can afford.
Well, if we get to August 1st, then August rent is gonna kick in, which means you're not gonna be.
No, August rent is paid by her, by SOS.
I'm gonna let you finish because I'm not gonna be interrupted again.
I'm sorry.
So what else did you want to say?
That's all I had to say. That's what I said. It was already paid. August month is already paid. That's why she came over yesterday and I filled out the paperwork. So August month to be paid. After August, September, I won't be getting no help after August, is what I'm telling you.
If SOS pays in August what they paid in July, it would be $650 on a $1,300 apartment, which would mean she'd be responsible for the other $650.
That's not true.
But even without, let's assume that for the sake of argument that SOS is going to pay the whole thing. She still has a $4,200 balance. And I don't think there's any way that's going to be paid. And she hasn't filed the form, even though, you know, the previous person heard you just fine last week when you said, we get it here within 5 days. It wasn't here within 5 days. We'd ask for a judgment today.
I did turn it in within 5 days. You said turn it in Wednesday, which I did turn it in Wednesday. And who is he to say that I won't have all of it paid? Like, you don't know that. I didn't know I can get as much help as I did until I reached out to all these companies. And I was unemployed for a while, which I just got a job. I just started working 3 weeks ago. So this is my first check. You have to wait 2 weeks in a hole to even get your first check.
Your Honor, I'm willing to extend the judgment, normally be the 28th. If we were to extend the judgment to August 4th.
There's no tribal issue for this court in regard to this case. I'll grant a judgment court possession with the redemption amount of the $4,298.39 with the writ to issue August 4th, 2025. Thank you.
This case ultimately becomes a lesson in how the legal system balances compassion with structure. The court grants a judgment with possession and a redemption amount of $4,298.39, giving the defendant until August 4th, 2025 to pay, not as punishment, but as a legal mechanism that protects both sides. The judge clearly separates emotional circumstances from legal obligations, making it clear that assistance programs, employment struggles, and personal hardship don't erase contractual responsibility, but they can influence timelines and remedies. This is how real courtroom justice works, not based on sympathy alone and not on strict enforcement alone, but on controlled discretion within the law. If you found this case as intense and revealing as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns, real legal drama, and powerful case analysis.
The judgment, I'm not dealing with August.
I know that. I'm just letting you know for sure that's going to be paid. That's all. But thank you. Have a nice one.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Uska.
Nope, doesn't work.
Just don't understand the assignment.
Real Properties versus Jason Mitchell.
To avoid, Your Honor, I am going to be appearing on behalf of Mr. Mitchell.
See, now, let me just explain something. Everybody in the courtroom has now been saved because Mr. Lloyd is a calming influence on me. I just want you all to know that. That's right.
I believe Beal's lawyer is